Ready?
I suppose so. I don't really know what to say. But, I'll give it a bash.
Cool. This podcast may contain questionable language, will contain spoilers, and is dedicated to the best mate anyone could ask for.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 254 of MovieDrone. I'm about as excited as I've ever been, Steve. Not about tonight. Tonight's a nightmare.
It is a nightmare. I agree, Mark.
I'm here, though.
You're here. We've made it.
After your intro, everyone thought, I won't come in. Yeah. Turns out it's not me.
It's not you, mate. Not you.
Not me.
Definitely not you, mate.
No, it's a relief for a couple of people.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably.
No, really good shit. Yeah. I thought it was Marc on his own, but it's not. So, I've got to ask, mate, how have you been?
Pretty shit, mate. Pretty shit. I had to say goodbye to my little buddy.
You did?
Didn't I? Nearly 14 he made it. Poor little Georgie.
It was Georgie. It's not one of the kids.
No. Little Georgie. I don't want to dwell on it too long. Don't want people hearing my voice crack and all that sort of shit. So.
Are you going to?
Yeah, it's still quite raw, isn't it? It's not been that long. Only been a few days. It was not the best experience I've ever had to be involved in, but I had 14 years with him, didn't I?
It is a wonderful time.
It was an amazing 14 years. But yeah, other than that, mate, went away the weekend. Went away with Luke and Mel and the kids. Right. One of their kids hates me. Right. Absolutely. They use me as a weapon to basically say if she don't do what she's told, they're going to get marked around. She screams and runs away. Well, we bonded a bit on the weekend. She's come and have a hug and a photo with me. Bribed with some Haribo. But she did it, and then...
You shouldn't go around with Haribo in your pocket.
I didn't bribe her.
Bribing kids.
No, I didn't. They all bribed her.
That's not a good look.
But then I got a genuine hug goodbye when we all left. And apparently we're pals now, which is nice.
You say genuine. These kids, you know...
She probably went back, held her hands out thinking there was more... So learned behaviour, innit? Yes, let's be honest. But, she didn't run away screaming or crying. She smiled at me a little bit. So there we are. One. I went to Whipsnade Zoo, mate. Shittest zoo I've ever been to. What a wanker zoo.
Well, I'm sorry to anyone if they listen and they work at Whipsnade Zoo. You can only
buck your ideas up. It's shit.
You can only work with what you got.
TripAdvisor review of 1, mate.
Has it?
I'd give that.
It?
No, I'd give it.
Oh, right.
I did go on there, though, and everyone's like, what's happened to it the last couple of years? It's like a field, mate, like a 40-acre field, a zebra trotting around in it.
Well, it's probably not the right climate for it.
Loads of overgrown enclosures that they tell you there's a bear in. There weren't a bear in there. I ain't that fucking stupid.
I'll put you in there.
It was shocking, mate. Absolutely. If you're thinking of going to a zoo, don't go to Whipsnade.
Why don't you go there and jump over and see if there's a bear there? Jump over there, make a bit of noise, and let's wait 20 minutes and see if there is a bear in there. I'd pay to see that.
Shocking,
I would
pay
to see that, mate. That'd be the best zoo ever.
Absolute embarrassment of a zoo, that. They should be ashamed of themselves. But other than that, mate, just back to the normal grind. We had some nice food while we was away. Luke did a fire pit barbecue thingy. And other than that, back to the grind.
Is it?
Yeah, just sitting in my empty office without my little mate. I could sort of get up and I could have a bag of crisp. And he's not there. It's a bit weird, but I'm sure I'll get used to it.
Well, I suppose you're going to have to, mate.
Got no one to blame their farts on anymore either. What's that all about?
Got to own up now. Yeah?
Got to own up. Got to own that shit.
Blame it on the missus.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
No, because when it's just me and her, I can turn around and get you go, is that you? And I can... George. He's George.
The funniest thing about having a dog is when one of the dogs does fart and you turn around and go, is that you or the dogs? He goes, well, it's obviously the dogs. I go, well, it smells of dog meat, so it could be either. That's my favourite thing in the world. I love it.
Small pleasure.
Every night, you know what I mean? It's one of those recurring jokes that she's not happy with. But, makes me laugh. That's what a joke's supposed to do.
Every time. How's your week been then, mate?
It's not too bad, mate. I'm cramming, and I'm cramming before I go away next week. So I'm off again.
Cramming what?
Work. I'm at the stage now, right, where I'm just doing loads of stuff, making it up. handing over and all that, doing loads of stuff.
Look, there's them bananas. They're nearly ready. There's some more bananas. They're not ready.
Well, pretty much.
Them ones over there are rotten.
Pretty much. But yeah, it's just literally just cramming it, just passing it all off in the hope that whatever goes wrong is forgotten about.
I really didn't realise this banana farming was that important, or that, what's the word, complicated.
Kids going back, aren't they? They all want those fucking...
Oh, okay. So is this our thing where you know our habits again? So everyone sort of is so predictable that actually all the little tiny ones are wanted again.
It is, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are we really all that? It's scary, isn't it? That we are, as a race and as a species, that predictable.
Yeah, it is, yeah. I knew that it was going to... Those little garden gang ones were going to start selling this week because all the kids are stocking up for the...
And it's scary, and they know all this about us, and we're like, oh, don't let them do this. They know.
Yeah, they do know. You're right. We know.
My banana habits haven't changed all year, I don't think.
Have they not?
I don't. Well, you might be able to tell me. You might be able to look me up on the system.
I might just do that. Name and shame you for your banana buying. Yeah. But that's all I'm doing, really. I'm trying to get ready. I actually am driving home every day thinking, in a few days, I'm going to be the happiest man in the world. But I'm just waiting to find out what goes wrong. Because I normally hurt myself.
Why still sitting home thinking, in a few days, I'm going to be the most unhappiest woman in the world?
Okay, I mean, I don't care, mate. It's all about me, this one. Yeah. I'll edit that out, but it's all about me, this one. Yeah. But I'm going to hurt myself. I normally break something the night before I go. So she's wrapping me up in cotton wool, were her words.
All right.
That's,
You've got to sort that out soon now. You're going to have to do stuff. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Ooh, twisted my knee. Can't do it, love. You'll have to take the dogs out today. Ooh, it hurts.
Shush. But that's it. That's it, really.
Cool.
And this ain't coming out for... I'm halfway in my holiday when this comes out, so I should be counting down. I normally count in my own head. I'm not allowed to count the holiday days down when we're in our first week.
Okay.
Jill freaks out. But when we do the turn, when you got 1 week left, I always count them down out loud. Yeah, she hates it.
Really?
7 days left to love.
See, I'm the opposite.
Right.
I do the first week, so I'm like, still 13 days.
I do that in my head.
Still 13 days. Still 12 days. Then when it gets down to singles, I'm like, no mention the number. No.
I always say, I've got 14 days after today. That's the best bit, the after today bit. Anyway, sad, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. So, mate, have you got any thanks?
I've got some repost thanks, mate. I've got repost thanks to Ben at FilmBusters, Shoot the Hostage, Little Nick, Soundtrack Your Life, Right Stuff Reviews, Timmy, Keith Noakes, WTM, Port FilmBusters, Mike and Oscar, and Karim Helliwell.
You're obsessed with that X thing. There's something wrong with you.
Repost.
Yeah. Thank you very much to everyone for those retweets. I've got special thanks this week to Gill, Cassie, Jamie Russell, Shaun Panda Nicolson, Emma at Movies, LJ Human, Ian McIntyre, Mr. Positivity and Eric, Karim Helliwell, Cinema Recall, MovieDrone Podcast, Glyn and Ryan.
Yeah, Karim got the double thanks this week.
Did he?
I didn't cross Ryan off last week. I didn't cross Karim off this week. Double thanks.
Slack, innit?
No, I just think it's nice to thank people twice.
What's it like having me around here every week at the moment? Like last week and back
I'll be honest with you, mate. I barely saw you for 6 weeks. Then you was back last week, then this week, and I know I've not got to see you again for another 3. So it's almost like a holiday. I'm like, woohoo, 21 days till I got to see him again. 21 days till I got to see him again.
Counting it down.
Counting it down in my head. Like my own little holiday.
Oh, wonderful. Promo, mate.
Are you troubled by the dominance of the Marvel and DC cinematic universes?
Do you experience feelings of dread and dreamscapes while watching the latest David Lynch offerings?
Have you or your family seen anything better than Whiplash?
If the answer is yes, then don't wait another minute. Open your podcast catcher and subscribe to The Professionals.
FilmBusters. Our courteous and efficient staff is on call 24 hours a day to serve all your cinematic needs.
Oh, come on, how can it not? That was so interesting.
I didn't give a shit.
It's one of the worst I've seen this year.
But I think it's a great study on mental health. It's great. And give Joaquin that Oscar. Give it to him.
Well, there might be someone else.
It may be, but give it to him. Just give him an extra one.
Wait a minute. Did you say you shed a tear?
Yeah.
Oh, victory,
oh,
sweet victory.
Wow. At the very end, that ending.
Yes.
I was actually handing an olive branch
but then you could not accept it.
That's right. Bullshit. I'm sorry. It's an empty shell of a film.
This film, I can't see anyone who'd enjoy it. I don't even know who it's for. I think it's probably even meant to be for us. And like, if we're not finding it good, who's finding it good?
Well, that's fucking cinema, man.
FilmBusters. We're ready to enlighten you.
Makes me feel good.
There we go. So that's our friend FilmBusters. They took some time out and then they're back with a vengeance.
And then call us slackers.
We are a bit of that.
Yeah, I know. I thought I nearly took offence earlier and I was like, yeah, it's a fair point.
There's a comment from Ben about the 2 films that we're doing this week. I hope that it is about the 2 films and he's not making a comment about us.
Okay.
So you need to read that.
Okay.
On it. All right. So, yes, FilmBusters. What's their latest episode?
Newest episode, mate, Eyes Without a Face.
Is it?
Yeah, 1960s film, apparently.
Right.
They're doing some wanky old years, I'll tell you. It must be hardcore. Do you know when you think, like, you pick a decade,
Yeah.
and they just pick these stuff, and you think, how the fuck are you supposed to find something in that?
It's like,
And they find them.
They do have, obviously, people suggest them films.
Yeah.
They have patrons and all that. I couldn't
Stitch-ups.
imagine doing that. It's just having someone say, you know, when you're tired and that,
Yeah.
someone goes, yeah, you need to watch this film from 1957.
Yeah.
Nah, not doing that.
There's been a few with them, mate, if I'm honest, where you sit there and you listen and you think, I don't even know what this film's about. And you listen to them chat about it and you think, actually, even if they don't actually like it that much, it's an interesting one to watch.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There was one about a housemaid or something I listened to the other day. Obviously stuck in my brain. But yeah, murderous one, I think it was. Yeah.
Well, yeah, let's
Still
not,
great episodes.
Let's not do that thing where people suggest us to watch films, you know.
We'll make our own
what's the
rules.
old tat that we want to
We
watch?
don't even know what we're watching next.
I haven't got it written down. What we're doing.
I ain't got a clue, mate. Worry about that one in a couple of weeks' time.
So please listen to our friends, the lovely FilmBusters. Go on, mate.
Welcome to the Marc reads some film lines in some similar voices and Steve has to guess the film from the lines read to get points game. Hashtag what's that film?
So this is your quiz. I got a bit of to call someone out, to be honest. So Gill's working at the moment, and she's boss is on holiday. So she's basically on holiday. She ain't fucking listen this week.
Fair play, fair play.
You think?
Yeah.
You think?
I wouldn't wish people to listen to this shit.
I said to her score, and she went, we fucking listen to it.
People also often say, yeah, because Mark's got a podcast, and go, yeah. And they go, what's it called? I went, don't worry about it.
Oh, I do that.
Don't worry about it.
I do that. Yeah. Please don't
wish on no one. Imagine promoting this. Yeah, listen to it. It's great.
Yeah,
and then getting in there and going, what the fuck?
Yeah, I do that all the time.
People find it bigger for them. That's what I say. Get involved.
Yeah, definitely. I'll do that. But anyway, I still expect her to listen. It's a fucking liberty. But, mate, who got what and what was it?
So it was Wayne's World, mate, for the first 4. And then it was Wayne's World 2 for the last one. I'll be honest with you. LJ got a 5, mate, and he's using the opportunity to publicly shame me.
I should think so too. You called him right out on
I did.
that episode.
I mean, it's not as much of a howler as him. I didn't get all cocky about it like he did. I mean, that was the bit that let him down, really. You can get it wrong. Have a guess, get it wrong. I don't mind.
His attitude let him
His
down.
attitude. Bad attitude, mate. Karim got a 0. The Vern got a 5. The Vern's in. Glyn got a 3. Peter and MovieDrone got a 5 for the Wayne's World 1. He got a 1 for Wayne's World 2. So he's claiming the first 6. I think we've had 6s before.
Don't do 6s, mate. No. You're not for your mistake. I'm not giving out 6s because you're a bellend. No way.
No.
No.
Yeah, Peter, I tried, mate. And that's it.
Is it?
Yeah, that's it. It ain't been that long since we've had it out, have we? We're well early. We've lost momentum. They've lost momentum. What do we expect?
So, mate, what have you got for us this week?
5 points, mate. What's that, Phil? I asked you to give me a refreshing drink. I wasn't expecting a fucking rainforest. You could fall in love with an orangutan in that.
Well, it sounds like the sort of film that, I don't know, it sounds like, you know, one of the big ones. I don't know.
Hey! Boom, boom.
5.
5, mate.
Holiday 5.
Holiday 5. Well done.
Oh, sweet.
Well, I've gone for the same vein.
Yeah,
bit more.
Yeah, I must admit, it must have clicked a nerve somewhere, but it wasn't one of the big ones, was it? Do you reckon?
Aye.
Yeah.
4 for 4 points, mate. That was my number, Tourette's. 27. Brain's not caught up, mate. 4 points, mate. What's that, Phil? A minute ago, this was the safest job in the world. Now it's turning into a bad day in Bosnia.
Oh, dear. Fucking hell.
Number Tourette's. Wait till we get through. Right. 3 points, mate. What's that, Phil? You went out 6 hours ago to buy a money counter and you came back with a semi-conscious Gloria and a bag of fertiliser. Alarm bells are ringing, Willie.
I love the writing.
Good quotes, aren't they?
Lovely.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
2 points. What's that, Phil? Look, we grow weed. We're not mercenaries. And then for the given, anyone who else hasn't got it, 1 point. What's that, Phil? I don't fucking believe this. Could everyone stop getting shot? Shot.
7. Yeah.
I genuinely don't know what happened. I even confused myself.
Just a moment afterwards, that pause. And it was like,
I don't even know what I said. I was trying to catch up with myself.
Oh dear.
Yeah, brain ain't in it, is it? Brain ain't in it.
Do you know what? I'm going to make Gill listen to our last episode all the way up to on repeat to holiday. It's like a 4-hour drive. Yeah. Get it in 4 times. Just make sure she knows what she's done. But anyway, mate, thank you very much for that. Please, if you think you know what it is, and let us know by DM with your score.
You could let her have the unedited version of this playing. Just don't edit it. Don't put anything in like you normally do and hack stuff out. Just leave it.
I don't even think I could listen to that. Jesus. So, so please let us know via DM. Moving on.
Yeah.
This is... Cool.
Empty, mate. Lean pickings.
Is it?
It's empty. My sack.
Is it?
Yeah. No one's extras this week at all.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
No.
We ain't been around.
It's a lot to ask for, isn't it? You know that thing we can't be really asked to do? Can you do something for us?
We're back anyway, mate.
We're back.
Yeah, send us a question.
Temporarily.
Send us a question, otherwise we'll do the old thing where we shout out random ones and answer them again. Yeah. So please, mate, where can people send the questions?
They can send them via Twitter, which is at movie_drone, or via email on MovieDronePodcast@hotmail.com.
Lovely.
A few of them out there we haven't heard from a while. I think they deserve to chuck one in.
We had a listener from Myanmar the other day.
Oh, okay. That must have been accidental.
Yeah. Do you reckon?
I can't imagine anyone in Myanmar going, I need a movie-based podcast from England. Let's have a search. I've listened to all the FilmBusters. There must be another one out there. Nope. Not listening to that.
There's a possibility.
Yeah, you think? Okay.
Yeah. So, mate, moving on.
Yeah.
This is the next section. This is a section that we love to call...
Question time.
Question time. Question time. Time for the question. Question time. Question time. Question time. Time for the question. Question time.
There we go. So we made up a question. Who's it from? What's it about?
Well, we made it up, so it's from us.
You?
Yeah, and it's about sick, basically, mate. Well, the top 5 vomit scenes in films, or films with vomit in them. Whatever you want. Top 5 vomits.
Do you vomit when you see someone vomit? Are you a vomiter?
Me and Mum, so Cass thinks it's hilarious that me and Mum are both very gaggy. Right. So if I hear my mum go, I go. If Mum hears me go. Right. So when she was poorly sick... I went round there. I was being a brave, nice son because she was in bed. Obviously, she's not got dad anymore. So I looked down. She's got a bowl of sick there. And I was like, I'll clear that up for you, Mum. Clear that up for you. And then she's like proper fucked in bed, not very well. And I made her start bathing. And we're both doing it from the bathroom in her bedroom. You can hear us going.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Does the film set you off?
No.
Oh.
No.
Good, that's a shame.
No. I can watch all that stuff like that, but Weirdly, dog sick, I'm fine with. Like when George used to be sick, I still got stringy in the office. Then Miles would hear me gagging. But it depends what day you caught me on.
Lovely.
Yeah, I'm a gaggy person, mate. I can't brush my teeth without going. I'm one of them.
So, mate, top 5 vomit scenes in movies.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Number 5, mate, Problem Child 2.
Right.
I used to love these films when I was a kid. Had that Gilbert fella in, didn't it? Is it Gilbert Gottfried or something? It just shouted every line.
Right.
But this one, the little ginger kid, Junior, turns up the roller coaster ride, and this little, I need to watch him again.
Do you?
I don't, probably not. He'll probably ruin it for me, because it's been a long time since I watched these. I can't remember if it was a sister or a really friend. It was another little girl, and he hated her, but then everyone started puking. It was like one of the waltzers type thing, but on the arms.
Right.
And it was terrifically done, if I remember. It looked like it was coming out of hose pipes. But yeah, vomit everywhere. I used to love that as I was a kid.
Okay. My number 5 is The Fly.
Okay.
Puking on the food.
Yeah.
That's weird, isn't it?
That's what they do, isn't it?
It is what they do, yeah.
Release them enzymes, mate. Break up them proteins.
Grim, isn't it? I need to watch that again, actually. But yeah, that's what it is. Number 5.
That sounds like a good podcast film, that, if I'm honest.
It does.
We could definitely do that one justice. Number 4, mate, a recent one for me, and actually made me laugh and gag at the same time. It was Triangle of Sadness.
It was pretty rank. It was 15 minutes, wasn't it?
Bad. I was all slipping around on it. I found it hilarious, but at the same time, I was a little bit
There's that
gaggy.
woman in the bathroom that was going and sliding all around in it. Yeah,
they didn't hold back on the amount of vom, did they?
No, there was a lot of vomit. My number 4 is The Bridesmaids.
Okay.
There's some sick in it, but it's the whole scene, isn't it? That whole scene where they're off a bit...
Glad you chose that one, mate, because when I told you about that film, I told you about how funny the scenes are.
Well, some of them are. I like the fact where it ends, where she's shitting in the road.
Yeah,
under that dress. But yeah, it's got a bit of vomit in it. But it's for the scene, really. The scene. Not the
brilliant. My number 3, mate, Babylon.
Right.
Margot Robbie.
Right.
When she has a little hissy fit and then goes out, realises she needs to be sick and pukes up on his expensive rug and then voms in his face.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I thought that was a better film than it was.
I did, actually. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Madness.
I did. My number 3, is it? It's Van Wilder, Party Liaison.
Okay.
The dog pastry.
I can't really remember that film.
You know?
No.
Where they wank the dogs off into the pastry things, and then they send them round to the like the frat boys.
Okay.
And they've got all like the...
I think I might need to rewatch it.
All like the cream.
I don't think I need to rewatch it.
And then they have a photo munching on it, and it's all in their mouths and that. And then there's a photograph of the dog, in the spent dog.
Does that make you gag?
Huh?
Does that make you a bit gaggy?
No, I mean, you know, you'd think you'd know by the smell, wouldn't you?
Similar to the Stifler Cup scene in American Pie, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. But yeah, then obviously they vomit.
Okay. My number 2, mate, potentially should have been first, this one, but, you know, I didn't. So, Stand By Me, Lard Arse, the old blueberry pie thing.
Brilliant. Well, it is a classic.
It is a classic scene.
It is indeed. My number 2, Team America, World Police.
Yeah.
And that's
underrated film, that, I think.
Yeah. We've started watching, because we were watching some series when we have food. So we watched Inside Number 9, The Detectorists we watched.
Oh, brilliant.
We watched League of Gentlemen.
That's why I keep getting pictures of the Detectorists going, this would be you.
Yeah. And like The Office and all that. So we've been through all of these, and now we've started watching Family Guy from number 1. But and you know, these things are offensive and they are hilarious. Team America, World Police.
That film didn't ever seem to have any boundaries at all. I remember even watching it the first time going, shit, how did they get to release this?
Yeah, I mean, I want to watch South Park and that. I don't think she'll watch that, but she's going for Family Guy. We're going all the way through it. Yeah, okay. It's all good fun while you're having your cod and chips.
I didn't realise life was so rock and roll, mate, but there we are. So my number 1, the one and the only, The Exorcist, the green vom.
Yeah.
Perfect. Everyone needed that stinky, steaming vomit in their life.
It was a pretty good scene. You're all right.
Got a picture of it out there. Signed picture. Of it all spewing out of a gob hole.
You have. My number one?
Yeah.
It's got to be From the Meaning of Life, Mr. Creosote.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably...
I really like that scene. I might not be a huge Monty Python fan, but that was...
He's just puking on the back of him and that when he's like bending down.
Brilliant. Yeah.
I mean, that Mr. Creosote is disgusting.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately, in this day and age, there's a few Mr. Creosotes about, isn't there?
Yeah, no just.
Yeah, it is indeed. But there we go, mate. There we go. That's my vomits.
Yeah.
I got any honourables?
I did this one, mate, Hateful Eight.
Oh, yeah, the coffee.
When he poisoned coffee and the blood vomit goes everywhere.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I've got Dr. Gonzo from Fear and Loathing when he has his salmon and mescaline puke.
Okay.
The Hot Tub Time Machine where they puke on a squirrel.
Okay.
And Jackass for numerous pukes.
Yeah, there was a particular Jackass one. I remember when Steve-O ate loads of raw ingredients, puked it into a frying pan and cooked it as an omelette.
Yeah.
That made me vomit.
Did it?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, that one got me.
Yeah, I don't agree with puking into a beer glass and that and then drinking it and that.
I can see it in my face.
Not saying that I do. Are you going to go, are you?
No.
Are you going to go?
I just mate.
Oh, that would be brilliant. Please, go on. Please go. Yeah. Anyway, mate, there we go.
Yeah.
Vomits.
Yeah.
Right. Moving on again?
Yeah.
We saw a film.
We did, mate. We saw a film that's currently a ridiculous 5.3 out of 10 on IMDb. It's a 12A, 1 hour, 56 minutes long, bills an action adventure horror with a synopsis of a research team encounters multiple threats while exploring the depths of the ocean, including a malevolent mining operation. $129 million budget, so far grossing $354 million, which I believe half came from Emma.
This is weirdly directed by Ben Wheatley, starring Jason Statham, Wu Ying, Sophia Kai, Paige Kennedy, Sergio Perez-Mencheta, Skylar Samuel, Sienna Guillory and Cliff Curtis.
This is 2023's Meg 2, The Trench.
Be good for a clip.
Jonas, we need your help. We're detecting increased aquatic activity 25,000 feet deep in the trench. It's an ancient ecosystem untouched by man. Whatever is down there is trying to make its way to the surface.
This was a bad idea.
Just a little bit.
Obviously talking about the film there, but...
Wasn't chosen by accident, mate. Wasn't chosen by accident.
Well, I ain't got much more to say about the Meg, mate.
No, me neither. What are we doing next week, mate? Also watched.
Yeah. You know, I don't really want to rib Emma for her unwavering love for these films because, you know, let's face it. I mean, I like The Greasy Strangler and Knock Knock and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And so you can't really knock her for it.
I can only review this film from my aspect.
Exactly.
I'm not judging her enjoyment of it. She can enjoy it as much as she likes. Everything I'm going to say is from my own opinion.
Yeah, yeah. So you know, we're not ribbing in any way. If you like it,
I love Grease too. I'm not even embarrassed.
Exactly, that's more embarrassing, I think. And I like Miss Congeniality.
Yeah.
How about that?
So there we are.
Put that out there.
We've come out. But there we are.
Dear, so I don't know, but the worst thing for me surely is if you're going to make take all the criticism from the first one, at least you're going to make something a little bit better. But you know, what did you think of Meg 2, The Trench?
Just want to check in and ask something first, because I know this might be a silly question, but am I allowed to mention any of the science behind it? Are we allowed to go there, or are we just going to ignore deep sea creatures that suddenly have lungs and can walk on and be terrestrial animals that have lived 25,000 feet below?
I mean, there's quite a bit that probably we'd need to question. I mean, it's like 5 years since the last one. A lot's happened.
It didn't
really explain none of it.
No, and this is gone beyond the realms of anything that made sense. It's Sharknado with the Hollywood budget in it, but I can't help but feel they've gone from the Meg 1 to the Meg 9 in 2 films. They forgot Meg 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8.
Well, they forgot the Meg in this one.
I know. Needed more Meg, didn't it? Where was the Meg? What happened to
they
him?
left it in number 1.
But it's like, I want to know where the missing set is. Let's just fuck it. Let's just go full ball. We ain't getting another one of these.
And someone's sitting there going, do you know what? I got this idea when I woke up. let's do something that's got like these prehistoric things in. I don't think anyone's done that before.
Yeah.
And that's what we'll come up with. Anyway, let's move on a little bit. So, as I said, I don't think we really got a bit of an insight as to what happened in the 5 years, did we? We got Jason Statham as an environmental terrorist or whatever he was, stopping people.
The woman's dead.
And then, and then we sort of come to this thing where they got this Meg in captivity for a reason, which I don't believe was ever explained.
No.
Particularly.
No.
As to why it got
Or did everyone know about it? Was this a secret science thing? Because they never actually said whether the whole world was aware of this.
Well, I don't know. I thought I missed it. I thought I'd missed it. I thought I was going to get here and you was going to go, well, that was actually mentioned in the first one, that they captured one on that. But I don't remember it.
No, I don't.
No. So I suppose coming from your point of view, did the world know about the Megs and that they were still there? I don't know.
No, it weren't. It didn't seem to be a tourist attraction. It was more of a science thing.
Yeah.
But was this a secret thing, or did we all know the Meg was back? I don't know.
I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah.
But then I don't know. So Hikey, is that what it was called? Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand the whole.
And it's ridiculously easy cage to break out of.
But what was the reasoning behind having it anyway? Because
scientific study.
Yeah. But they went down to the trench. To investigate down there.
Yeah.
And this Meg broke away.
Yeah.
And came down after them.
Yeah.
But what was the point in having that part of the film? This is what I didn't understand, because they were down there anyway.
Yeah.
So it didn't have any semblance, or it didn't affect the story of.
I suppose to get some Meg in it.
Yeah, but the other ones were down there, weren't they?
Yeah,
They came up.
Because humans can, mate. That's just the only reason. It is just humans. They would find something, put it in a pen.
I just don't know what the relevance of it is, where they went down to the trench anyway, and there was a breach in the trench because there was someone down there doing illegal mining.
Yeah.
And there was other Megs down there.
Yeah.
So I don't understand.
That was an unexplored bit, wasn't it?
Yes,
I think.
But what was the rash? Why did we have Hikey in it?
I think because they had cleared the original area out and they'd managed to capture this one or whatever.
Right.
I think they was then going exploring, so I don't think they honestly knew there was more Megs. They just happened to go into that.
Did they not?
Well, they went into that other unexplored sector, didn't they?
Right. But
let's go sector 29 with these ridiculous fucking suits.
Yeah, but I still think that because they just said, there's an alpha male in that. I don't know. I didn't quite get it.
No.
So I didn't realise Ben Wheatley did it, to be honest.
Shame on him.
Well, his last film we didn't particularly go with, did we?
No.
Although I think that's probably a bit better. I watched it again and I thought it was a little bit better than the first time I watched it.
Yeah.
But I'm not quite sure where he came out of doing this.
I mean, picture the scene, mate. I've had a pretty bad day. I've had to take my mate to the vet. It ain't ended well. I've come home. I'm sitting there. I need something to cheer me up.
What?
Meg 2. A little bit easy watching it.
Supposed to be, yeah.
It's supposed to be. Bit of fun. Let's just put so angry. So poor.
What's that?
I've sat down, mate. I've sat down and I've tried so hard to get some positives. I really have. And I've failed in every aspect.
I mean, I did try. I tried to sit there and I thought, you know what, this is just going to be entertaining. But I was sort of, after time, I was thinking, what's up with Jason Statham?
Why has he bought a transporter character with him? Suddenly he's fighting and flipping people around, and we're like almost trying to get this assassin character.
Well,
I know that's all he can really do.
But I mean, it begs the question as to why we ended up with a story that had more mercenary people in it than it did Megs.
Yeah, forget the Megs, mate. They're not important.
Did you understand a bit why that part was such a prevalent story? And the Megs became...
I was too busy trying to work out why we've got terrestrial lizards from a trench and why someone's helmet caved their head in, which was a brilliant bit of scene. That was the best 5 seconds of the film.
Yeah.
But suddenly, if he gets a bit of water in his sinuses, he can swim around down there. You know, there's only that much pressure on, but if you just get sinuses, fill them up with water, equals all the pressure out. Got no, ain't going to crush your chest or anything. You got any air cavities, they're all going to be fine because you've got water in your sinuses.
I suppose this film doesn't really lend itself to you, really, does it? Because you sort of do go with this sort of, I don't know, creature stuff and animal sort of science and stuff. And I think for you, is it not something you can't really leave it, can you? You have to pick it apart.
No, I'll tell you the thing. I had this with Cass earlier because she was saying to me, I'm a grump, apparently, I think was what I've got written down here. But I said to her, like, when is a Meg not enough? Right. Like Jaws didn't feel the need to keep bringing in different animals. The shark was enough. A Meg is enough. For a few films anyway, there's enough about a Meg that is amazing enough.
Yeah.
And yes, all right, so we got these mythical sea creatures and bits like that. Meg's come from this trench. Yes, have some other stuff down there. I like the idea of a giant octopus or a giant squid.
Right.
That's enough. Why are we getting terrestrial lizard dinosaur things? Why have we gone silly and added everything? Because for me, the octopus was wasted. It could have been a really good character.
You didn't even see its beak, did it?
No, it was just a comedy thing where it grabbed hold of a jetty and swung its arms around, lifted some people up, wasted it, and we spent too much time with these stupid lizardy things that didn't have any relevance, need to be in there. More Meg, chuck an octopus in. I'm fine with an octopus. Let's build it up slowly. But when is a character that is a megalodon not enough for a film called The Meg? That is a bit that's pissed me off.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I don't think we got 130 million pounds worth of CGI in either. Do you?
No, I think they've almost overstretched themselves with the budget. I think they've tried to make a $300 million film like an Avatar or something like that on essentially, it's 130 million, so it's not a shoestring budget. But when you're trying to achieve what they're trying to achieve, it's not enough money, and it looked cheap. I mean, the first scene with the dinosaurs looked fucking terrible.
The practical effects, I don't know if it's practical or CGI, of the shot inside the Meg when it was showing them eating people from the inside out.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Or even the one where he got scooped up in that fucking stupid plane thing and dumped it. It's just, you see it coming to it. No.
It was bad. I mean, like I said, it was just watching those people sort of being eaten in. It was like a big, I don't know, like a puppet mouth.
It was shit.
I thought that was weird. And the whole Jurassic Park vibe, we can't really sort of leave it alone. You are right, those creatures that went on land, it was a little bit weird.
Again, more sea creatures. That's fine, but why are we getting them on land? But you can do that in Meg 5 and 6 when no one really cares.
Do you think anyone cares after 1? I mean, I've got to be honest. I know some people who are very excited to go to a show in one of these 4DX cinemas. Okay. I don't know what happens. I think people spit on the back of your neck and that, so it feels like. But yeah, they were very excited to go and see it. So I think there are a few people going to see it. It's taking 300 million.
I actually wasn't dreading this as much going into it. So I thought, you know what? I have been harsh on the first one, but it is a film. You watch it and it's
I thought this would redeem the first one.
I hoped it did. And it's really not. And I don't know. They've even gone to the fact of this trope thing of bringing in the comedy character, how we all laughed with him and his bag and suddenly he can do all this fighting and stuff and he's got everything. It's not funny.
Did you know anything about this, that they'd gone down this route before?
No.
Didn't. It's a total surprise to me.
No, I didn't. So I think I saw the first trailer when it came out and they was like, Meg 2 the trench, and I was like, they've done another one. It'll be much the same. I didn't bother watching a trailer.
No. The annoying girl that we had, you have to have one, don't you?
The kid that don't listen. Yeah, brilliant.
The one that like went in the water to save that random idiot who had gone in the water in the first place. So you had like 2 random idiots in the water.
Yeah.
That scene actually did piss me off when I saw her in there trying to save that random. The whole Fun Island was an absolute fucking nightmare to me.
Shit show, wasn't it?
It was everything that was wrong with today's generation. It was like a social media influencer fucking convention, wasn't it?
Yeah.
With all these people. Oh, mate. I would just, I don't know. I was glad they was all getting eaten. I would have preferred to see loads of claret and all that and everything being eaten. That was a horrible place.
It was. It was. Like I say, I don't think the scene setting was particularly good. This is the whole thing. I wondered whether people knew these Megs existed because no one seemed to react to anything. And they're just like, if someone shouts Meg, and they go, oh, what? Whereas I go, fuck, I know what that is.
Get out of the water.
Yeah, get out of the water. And then
it's a fucking great octopus as well.
I've just got visions of sit like some bloke, they're writing this film, and he's gone over and someone's tried to get some plot holes. He's gone home, sat in the bath, and he's gone, deviated septum. Oh no. He's gone back in. Right, he's got a deviated septum. 5 times we need to bring that up in the film to explain all these reasons why this stuff's happening. So we can hide the girl because of his deviated septum. His egg won't cave in. He's got deviated septum. Brilliant. We get it. Fuck off.
A steady stream of unconvincing support cast.
Yeah.
I've got written down.
Yeah.
We had the blokes, 2 blokes that were trying to play comedically off each other.
Yeah. Horrific.
It was pretty bad. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It didn't sort of match the tone of what I wanted the film to be. I wanted it to be a little bit more serious. It certainly went far more down the comedic route, I think, than the first one.
It was like Deep Blue Sea almost, wasn't it?
Yeah. How heavy is a helicopter rotor? Because I'm not quite sure.
I'm going to say heavy enough you wouldn't lift it.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let alone smack it up and down like an oar.
I mean, it was a bit of a weird scene.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they are quite light.
Carbon fibre or something.
It looked quite heavy. And yeah, it was like the mercenary group, the Kingpin, the woman Kingpin seemed to be in it more than the Meg.
Yeah.
Which was a bit weird.
I do want to know, that little lair that they had, I want to know if something like that does exist, because that would be cool.
Right.
An underwater lair.
Right.
I know it was a scientific thing, but we have the glass at the front.
Right.
I want to know if one of them...
Imagine the upkeep would be a bit much.
I know, that's what I said to Cass. I was like, well, I know now the algae will be all over the glass. You'd have to get one of them little magnet things and keep washing.
It's a big old fucking window. You'll be there for about a week and then you have to start again. Yeah, I imagine the upkeep would be a bit much.
Underwater lair, though, that's where it's at, I think.
Yeah? You reckon? You fancy that?
Yeah.
It just sounds a bit dodgy.
Well, especially like people like that around.
Unless you've got a deviated septum.
Yeah, I'll be all right, because then if the walls go in, I'll just sniff a bit of water. I'll be all right.
And you're in?
Yeah.
Is there no science behind that then? I don't know.
I can't imagine, mate, anything. I mean, I think we found out what happens to people when they go that deep under the sea.
Yeah.
And they 25,000 feet.
Yeah.
Pressure's going to be quite high. Yeah. Any air in your lungs whatsoever is going to squish up pretty much. And he's going to be... And you see how she went. I mean, that was great.
That was the best bit.
That's the only reason it's got any points. That made me laugh.
So so you weren't impressed with the Megs or anything then from what you've seen of them? Certainly thought it was a misstep.
I don't think the story was very good at all. And I don't think they used the title of the film enough.
What would you have done?
I think, like I say, I've got no issue with further going down into there and finding there's more. And I quite like the idea of the breach of the, whatever they keep calling it.
Something, wasn't it?
Yeah, whatever they keep calling it. Thermosphere, innit? But I mean, the mining thing, how have they set up a mining operation down there? Fuck off.
Deviate septums.
It must have been. And the stupid suits. And it was just all so
I do like tech and that though. I do like if people are making tech up, I like it when it's pretty cool when you got like suits and all that.
But you knew.
I don't mind that bit.
I mean, Cass turned around to me and said, that woman's a baddie.
Right.
She got it easy. Yeah. I was like, he's dead. Right. It was so you knew who was dying, who was living. You knew it was fodder. You almost counted down when they was doing it.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. I don't mind the tech, and I like the little submarine things they go down in and stuff like that. But it's like they was just coming up with these ridiculous. Let me think. I can do this. We'll just put them suits on and we'll walk around. We'll walk over to it and we'll just get in the airlock and everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Just all seemed a bit convenient. And there was. I know these films are not made for peril, but there was zero peril. It was so slapstick.
It took a funny turn.
And the Meg is a potentially really good character, isn't it? It was, yeah.
Not anymore.
But you could do so much with it.
Could have done.
Yeah. And they didn't. No. I mean, Statham, he was there for the money, wasn't he?
Yeah, I'm a bit worried about Jason Statham. His last one, that Guy Ritchie film, that I can't remember what it was called.
Not
the French name. That wasn't very good either. So I'm a little bit concerned. But I mean, I'm happy for him if he's made his money and he don't want to do a lot else.
Well, like I say, he was clearly there for the money.
Yeah.
I think he didn't give it. I mean, he's very good with a hacksaw. I'm on a boat. I need to cut this pipe up. Anyone got hacksaw for that, mate? I can cut that really easy, like a bandsaw's done it, and make these spear things that magically reappear and disappear between scenes. So he's got 4 there. 3, 4, 2, 4.
Yeah, it weren't put together very well. No. But I ain't got much more to say now, mate, about the Meg. I don't think I can.
Are we allowed to give negative scores?
I don't think you can. I think there's always a positive in something, like that woman's head caving in. That's a positive.
For the woman's head caving in, mate. Now, Cass has given this 48. She's given it a 48, yeah. Right. She thinks that's a fair score.
Well, that's fair enough, though.
Yeah.
But some people do like it.
Well, this is the thing. That's her opinion. And I said I'd fight her opinion because she said I can't be serious with my score. Right. I have since upped it because she made me find something positive, which was someone's head caving in. But this is genuinely how I feel, and I've given it a 9. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I've got 11.
Yeah.
So it's not done too well.
No.
But, you know,
20 out of 200.
Yeah,
weirdly, I'm disappointed.
I am, because I just wanted to watch something throwaway. I thought there's no way that it can be as bad as I thought the first one was. They've got to make improvements. You know, there should be some good CGI. They'd probably make it a little bit more hardcore so that more people die. The first one, it was silly when you didn't see anything, did you, when he was doing stuff? And then, but everything that was grating against me, like these say those stupid animals and the silly comedic bits and the island, everything that I really hate all seemed to be put in it.
Yeah,
and
I do wonder if the first one will go up in my estimations now. Whether I watch it and go, actually, this is because that was so horrific. And I know all the jokes aside, and Emma loves it, and she's been to see it like 50 times or whatever because she really, really likes it. All jokes aside, I'm genuinely disappointed with it because I think they've got such a good potential story there, even for a throwaway film, like you say, just a throwaway popcorn film.
Yeah,
I don't even think they could achieve that.
Do you? I mean, talking about rewatching it, I think I've got to the stage now in my life where I can't afford to waste those hours.
Yeah,
you know. I don't think I can. I think there's so much more that I could watch that I've not seen. Why the fuck would I want to watch any of these again?
But if like the Meg was on and I was laying there Sunday afternoon, maybe having a little doze, I might put it on because I know I'm not afraid of missing nothing and I can doze to it and I might enjoy it a bit more. This I will genuinely try to avoid forever.
I mean, I'm at the age when I'm scared of sleeping now.
Right. We'll see what injury you wake up with.
Yeah, just in case.
Dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah, just in case. But there we go. That's all I've got. You watched anything else?
Just one, mate. A film called Outback.
All right.
About a couple, bit awkward. She says no to him for a proposal on the plane, and they end up going on a trip to Uluru,
right.
Losing the car, and end up just days out in the Outback,
right.
dying pretty much.
Good.
Yeah.
I saw Texas Chainsaw 3D,
right,
and Spun with Brittany Murphy.
Okay. Yeah. I used to like Brittany Murphy.
Yeah, it was good. A bit shouty, that film. Yeah. Oh, and I'm addicted to 1,000-Pound Sisters.
Okay.
That show with the two big heavyweight sisters.
Okay, not seen any of it.
No, it's fucking it's not good.
Save it, mate. Save it, because when you run out of Family Guys,
Jill won't watch it. No way. But I'm addicted to it. Okay. I found myself getting down a rabbit hole watching it the other day. Yeah,
it sounds horrific, mate.
Yeah. So moving on again, mate.
Yes, mate.
This is the next section. This is the section that we have to call homework. There we go. So this is the section where we give each other films that we love and the other one hasn't seen in the hope of uncovering hidden gems. I gave you a 1997 film directed by Harmony Korine, starring Linda Mance, Max Perlich, Jacob Reynolds, Chloe Sevigny, Jacob Sewell and Nick Sutton. Running time of 89 minutes, budget of $1.3 million, taking $116,000 at the box office, 6.6 on IMDb, 38% on Rotten Tomatoes, With a synopsis of teen friends Tumblr and Solomon navigate the ruins of a tiny tornado-ravaged town in Ohio that is populated by the deformed, disturbed and perverted. I won't read the rest. Not sure how many cats died in it. I gave you 1997's Gummo.
No cats died in it.
Did they not?
None got
checked,
harmed. Checked.
Oh, right.
Did do
Are you sure?
due diligence.
Are
yeah.
you sure? Because
apparently Harmony Korine spent a lot of money on puppets.
Did he?
Yeah.
$1.3 million.
Yeah. I think that's where it must have gone.
Yeah.
Mate, it's a bit random, isn't it?
It's fantastic.
A bit random. I can't say I loved it.
Could you take your eyes off it, though?
No, I certainly didn't hate it. I certainly didn't hate it, mate. I'm not really sure what it was trying to say, though, if it was trying to say anything. I really, really, really loved the way it was put together. I really liked the style. I thought it was like you say, you can't take your eyes off it.
Cheap,
yeah, but cheap. I like that. 1.3 million ain't that cheap, is it? But it's kind of obviously use focus sometimes. But I love that style. I thought it was really, really cool. I really liked the characters that they created, whether I liked them.
Did you get any, when you was watching it, did you think to yourself, I'm not sure that these are characters. I think these might be real people.
Get to that, mate.
Right.
But I liked hanging around with them. I mean, a bit a bit strange.
You'd fit right in, mate, on those sofas.
I think there was, this is what I was saying to Cass earlier, 'cause she was trying to make me feel guilty for the score I've given this one against the Meg. But I said to her, there was some scenes in this one that confused me, that I didn't know what they was trying to say, but there were some other scenes in it that were just amazing and really shocking. I mean, I didn't have a clue what I was supposed to take from Bunny Boy in the scrapyard, for example. I don't know what happened there. I don't really get it.
Yeah. I mean, I've got to admit, I didn't quite understand that one.
Is he in with it with them? Because they ain't really shot him. They're cap guns, mate, and you're laying there.
Yeah, it was a bit
kind of
weird.
expected him to jump up and they all jest each other, but no, they walked off like they'd killed him.
The legend is he's still there.
Okay, could be. Several of the hardest scenes to watch ever, I think, in this. I found. I mean, one of them was so disgusting it did make me gag a little bit. Well, we got a weird little kid sitting in a bathtub, stuffing spaghetti in his mouth, eating a chocolate bar he just dropped in it, and a milkshake, and it just made me want to vomit. It was disgusting. I mean, moving forward a bit, but then the film just ends with no take-home message or any reason I've watched it. But that was filthy to watch, mate. There's a couple of scenes in there that allude to the tornado and its effect. But I couldn't help but feel that these people were probably already living like this. And most of America already does.
I mean,
this is where I agree with you. I don't think there was much imagination.
It's a scary thought.
I think he was threatened to get killed a few times while he was filming.
Was he?
Yeah, I don't think they thought he was up to something no good and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, it was lots of cat killing. I mean, you could say, some people might say, mate, too much.
Depends if you like cats. I don't like
not
cats.
one for the weird cat ladies out there, and you know you are. I'd say not for them people.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm not a fan of cats.
I'm not a fan of cats, but
I don't really like to see them strung up. But if you say that none of them got harmed,
no, none of them got harmed. None of them got harmed, mate.
That's good.
I'd love to see the breakdown. Is 1.3 million. I can imagine shooting a film's expensive, mate, the gear and all that. But I think 1.3 million's a lot of money to anyone. That's a lot of money. Not sure where it was spent apart from puppets. I can't imagine a lot of them are on the big bucks. Yeah, not really. I think one of the hardest hitting film scenes in there as well, which I found, the way it was broached, I actually thought it was done really well. And even if it did feel a bit too much, and we got two kids turning up with some money, clearly paying a pimp for a lady's services. Turns out the lady was his disabled, I'm guessing, wife or daughter or cousin. Or
I'm not quite
she was
sure.
I couldn't work out her age.
I'm by the tone of the film, I'm going to say probably family member, maybe sister or something.
Yeah,
that's the vibe.
It was heartbreaking to watch, but it was done really well, and a bit of me just went, oh. And I found it really, really sad to watch.
Yeah.
But that said to me, that scene was done brilliantly,
But
and it was.
With that, the original shock of seeing the girl after the first boy had been in with her was soon changed, the tone of it, when they
was just stroking each other.
Which one was he, Tom or Solomon? I can't remember. When he went in, and there was a tenderness.
Yeah,
and they were talking about loving each other and stuff. And I think that was done quite well. It was a tale of two parts of that scene.
I'm not sure out of the two of them which one was more disabled.
No,
because I don't think he was.
It's a difficult one. I'm not sure how. I'm not sure if many people in this weren't mentally challenged.
Yeah, I mean, obviously she had a condition.
Yeah,
he had fried his brain sniffing glue.
Yeah, apparently that'll do it.
Yeah, I think it did because he just no one was home. He looked vacant, and I don't know whether they're trying to get to the way of life and his lifestyle, or whether it was just his family, his upbringing, lack of school. I don't really know. I'd like to actually weirdly know more about the background of it.
Yeah.
I mean, we had some awkward scenes which were strange. Right. We had the arm wrestling scene in the kitchen. Not a lot happened, but I can imagine this sums up the average American household perfectly.
Is that when they were throwing the chairs and that?
It nearly took that woman's head off twice.
Did you see how close they were to getting hurt, those people?
Twice.
In there? Yeah.
She nearly got it in the head.
That would have taken an eye out, that would have.
And I think she broke character a little bit there because you see her looking a bit shocked. And I think even he turned around and was like, fuck, that was a bit close.
Yeah.
Then did it again.
Yeah. I think he was a bit of a fucking loose cannon, screw loose one.
I mean, I'm guessing they give him a rap or something. That was his wages.
Yeah.
But it's weird, mate. I mean, the glue sniffing scenes were really good.
Probably real. Yeah.
Do you think?
He
looked fucking
I wouldn't put it past
mate.
Him, mate. That's where the budget went.
I mean, I've put acted beautifully, but they might not have been. They might have been perfectly done because that looked so realistic to me. I think when you got a film with 3 young girls practicing to be strippers, and one of them's like 7.
Not great.
Tonally, it's off slightly, but I mean, Harmony Korine's cameo.
Yeah,
that was an interesting scene. Playing a troubled man trying to get jiggy with a vertically challenged guy. That was awkward as fuck. But again, so well done as a scene.
So, yeah, would you say, I mean, this film's merely like one of these modern day Freaks, isn't it? You remember the old film Freaks?
Mm.
You know, it's fucking full of weird characters that are...
It is.
I mean, I suppose that they're not, but each one of them does have some sort of, as you said, vertically challenged or, out their head on glue or, mentally disabled or whatever. It's like a weird sort of portrayal of an American town.
It is, but I don't think, in the weirdest possible way, I don't think they've poked fun at anyone. It wasn't done. It wasn't done degrading to anyone.
It almost made me a little bit scared, if I'm honest. Yeah. To you imagine you go there. Ohio's not right out in the middle of fucking nowhere, is it? You know what I mean? And you go there and you end up going through the village.
I can imagine there are some poor communities like this who are just trying to get by day to day.
It is scary for someone like us, but then again,
I suppose it's nature nurture, isn't it? If you've not been given the tools to do anything, what do you expect people to turn out like? Yeah. But I kind of hope it's been ramped up for dramatic effect, but part of me worries it hasn't.
It's certainly a worry when you watch it.
It is, mate. And I've final thoughts, mate. I just think individually there's some amazing scenes in this, like genuinely amazing scenes and beautifully acted. But as a sum of its parts, I'm not sure I get it, and I'm not sure I'm taking anything home from it, and I'm not sure I'm supposed to. I don't really know. It was quite random. I got 61.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good. I'm pretty sure a lot of people haven't, but it's right. That's probably the good review. It's random.
Yeah, free to watch on Vimeo.
Is it? Okay. There we go.
Watched it on the lappy because Castius looked at it and went, ain't watching that.
Yeah, I didn't want you to watch it. Yeah. Well, yeah, okay. There's a recommendation for you, Ben from FilmBusters. He said he likes Harmony Korine. Get your fucking gums down Gummo.
Let us know what you think, Ben.
Yeah,
there's one for you.
What you got for me then?
So for next time, mate, I'm giving you a film that's currently 6.3 out of 10 on IMDb. It's a 15, 1 hour, 33 minutes, builds an action drama thriller with a synopsis of when terrorists try to seize control of a Berlin to Paris flight, a soft-spoken American co-pilot struggles to save the lives of the passengers and crew whilst forging a surprising connection with one of the hijackers. Starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Omid Memar and Aileen Tezel. This is an Amazon film, mate, so no numbers. It's not groundbreaking. This is something different about this one that I've seen in others, mate, and I'd quite like to watch it. 2019's, what would the Americans call it? 7,500.
7,500.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what they would call it. 7,500.
Yeah, we would. Normal people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, mate. Yeah, I'll watch that.
A lot of American bashing tonight. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
It's all for entertainment purposes only. I love you all.
Okay then, mate. We we don't know what we're doing next time.
No.
Probably going to discuss it with you when we go off air, so that I can watch something when I'm away.
Yeah.
So we'll have that conversation.
Cool.
But we won't tell anyone.
No.
We'll do it when we come back.
Yeah,
like we
it'll be
did
fine.
today. A little bit of a surprise, isn't it?
Yeah.
Until you told everyone before we did it.
I need to put out a little suggestion tweet.
Yeah, no, don't bother me, mate. Don't bother me. So people can switch off early, can't they?
Yeah.
So there we go then.
Yeah.
So I look forward to that.
Yeah,
so
sorry, Emma. It's just final thing.
She knows.
Yeah, she
knows. But yeah, there we go. So I'm away, so it might very well be this one comes out, then it might be 2 or 3 weeks, something like that. But we will sort it out.
Have a lovely break.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, good luck,
mate.
Jill.
Well, she'll have to listen to that fucking last episode all the way out there. It's her fault, isn't it? Unless she gets it in before we go. So, all right, mate. Are you all done?
I'm all done, mate.
Okay, then. Okay. So, say goodbye then, Mark.
Goodbye then, Mark.
See you later, everybody.
See ya.
Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.
Gutted, mate. Gutted. You know, all these writer's strikes and things like that.
Yeah.
Netflix, they've only gone and cancelled Vivaldi after only 4 seasons. Eyebrow on that.
Oh, dear God.
Tough one.
Surprisingly not, no. Dear. Okay, now.
It sounds horrific, mate.
Yeah. It's... dear. Fucking hell.